Hey siblings, welcome back. I'm really sorry for being inactive. Let's just say the 2 months apart we've been have been good for me because it being good for me means it's good for you. And I know in my last video I promised that I'd be posting weekly. Number one, I don't have enough free time to do that. Number two, there was a lot of things I wanted to speak about that wouldn't feel right that I was putting out there because I needed to show up for myself a lot in certain areas I wanted to share with you guys. And there's no way I can lead you if I'm not leading myself. And I mean that in the sense of, I already said in the beginning that I'm not coming here pretending to be this perfect person that has my life figured out. No, I'm navigating my 20s right now. I'm living life like every day's a new adventure. But there's certain things that I feel like I couldn't advise you guys on if I wasn't going to take my own advice. So I've had an interesting 2 months, but I do apologize for just disappearing off the face of the earth and like no words. First things first, just so you know that my time away just wasn't me wasting away and stuff. I was actually doing things to make this experience and journey we're on together even better. So as you can see, these cards, Heal Me Out, that is the new name of the series I'm gonna give when I'm giving you guys advice about just life, like anything about things related to healing, things that I've generally like had to work on to be where I am today, things I've had to work on to be 1% better. It's all healing, and I want you guys to heal me out, and I want to heal you out. Another thing I've been up to is I made a Google form that I've shared around with my family and friends, but I'm also going to link in the bio below. The Google form is anonymous. It takes about 10 minutes tops, and it literally just gets an insight of how you guys feel, what you want to hear from me, anything you personally struggle with. Like it's more multiple choice. There's a few like short answer questions, but please feel free to answer that, and that way I can give you what you want or what you need. And thirdly, this is really exciting. So with this launch of the new series, I've also been working on an ebook. I've actually been working on the ebook. It depends on how you look at it, either for 3-4 years or 3-4 months. And the ebook, self-help ebook, is to do with motivation. It's goal centered because this year we're all about chasing our dreams, meeting our goals, no more procrastination, like just doing, and being 1% better every day. And that is what ebook's about. I really did spend a lot of time on it, making sure that it was just concise, it gets to the point, there's no waffle. Like it, I genuinely feel like it's a really good book, and I'm gonna tag the link below because it also goes live today. As you're watching this, it's live. That's what I've been up to. So today's topic: heal me out. You have imposter syndrome and you don't even know it. Imposter syndrome is essentially the fear of being perceived. It's the fear of failure, and it's even the fear of success. It's it's literally like having an imposter, like someone else in your mind, in your body, making you self-doubt. Like all those feelings of self-doubt could possibly be imposter syndrome. And if this is you, keep watching. Or if you know somebody that might be struggling with this, keep watching and send this to them right away. Because this is something that I genuinely struggled with, and I didn't acknowledge it until recently. And funnily enough, I recorded a video about this. This was supposed to be my second video. So before the video I did with my friend, this was supposed to be my second video. I recorded it and everything, and when I was editing it, something wasn't right. Something didn't feel right in my heart about this video. And what was missing was the fact that I was still going through imposter syndrome and I was doing nothing about it. So how could I sit here and talk to you guys about dealing with imposter syndrome when I'm doing nothing to combat it. So here I am. I'm not saying like I'm 100% better, but I've been doing the work and being 1% better every day. And let's just say the person I was when I recorded that video, I'm not the person I am today. Imposter syndrome is said to occur among high achievers. So, again, if you are a high achiever, this video is for you. All my high achievers, this video is for you. So, imposter syndrome relates to the feelings of inadequacy, and feelings of inadequacy can be further related to the limits we place on ourselves. So, self doubt and negative core beliefs we hold of ourselves, just all the things in the negativity umbrella. That's imposter syndrome. So, the fear of being seen is definitely one of the most common acknowledgements that you can have when it comes to realizing you have imposter syndrome. And, that is also, again, co- constantly criticizing yourself, self-sabotaging by procrastination, and having an intense fear of failure. I'm really passionate about the subject because it's the fact that like I genuinely struggled with this for the better part of 4 years. I've had imposter syndrome, and this is not me just throwing out around like diagnoses that, oh my gosh, like you guys are broken. No, this is just, it's just me being real. It's something I'm struggling with, and it's me being my true self to you guys. All the symptoms I said about imposter syndrome, I possessed all of the above. And that, like, even thinking about the fact that a part of me, like, even if as the smallest part of me knew that, like, all them negative thoughts I was thinking of myself isn't actually who I am, I still let it consume me. And yeah, I was just stuck for so long. And next thing I knew, like 3 4 years passed away, and I just kept asking myself, like, I just feel so stationary. I feel like I'm not growing, this that, and I have no one to blame but myself. Like, yes, I had a lot of extenuating circumstances that, hindered me from achieving certain things or being able to do certain things the way I would like to or I'd planned to. But I just kind of like, life is so unpredictable, and I let life kind of play its game with me, and I didn't play the game back, because you cannot control life, but you can only do things that are within your control, if that makes sense. Like, there was a lot of things I couldn't control, but there were things I could control. But I just let everything be out of control. I just wasted away. But the embarrassment doesn't come from sitting here and saying, like, guys, I had imposter syndrome. It comes from accepting the fact that, or like literally knowing that you have that and you're still not doing anything about it. So if I'm speaking volumes to somebody, I hope you're sitting up, because by the end of this video, you're going to need to be changing something. How do you overcome imposter syndrome? Even though it is quite common, it doesn't reflect your true abilities. And I think something I had to learn is genuinely trusting in your family and friends, that that you can open up to them and let them know your struggles, and they can help you. And I feel like I struggled for a very long time to really express myself, because I've always just kind of navigated life like by myself, always depending on myself. So depending on someone doesn't come naturally for me, if that makes sense. So I feel like I was quite a closed book for a while, and I let that consume me. So definitely I would recommend opening up to a family member, like trusted family member, a trusted friend that can help you get through it. And I think one of the biggest things as well is giving yourself grace. I'm telling you, grace was not in my vocabulary until this year started. Didn't know what grace was, because I felt like I'm capable of this, that. At this age or at this point, I should have accomplished this, that. So if I didn't have it, I was the most worthless person ever. And what was the point of me even like trying anymore, because I already failed at it? That was my mentality. Even just sitting here talking about and thinking like, this is who I was and this is who I let consume me all that time gone. But you can't even live in the past. You actually, guys, you cannot live in the past. Like, I just have to, it's just a lesson, it's just a lesson. And yeah, just got to keep it going. My last and final advice when it comes to overcoming imposter syndrome is literally just do it. And I mean that when I say that if there's something that you've been thinking of doing, just do it. That goal that you think is so high of achieving, just do it. And this is where my ebook comes into play so well, because where I've spent time making sure that it's so goal centered is for this specific reason about being 1% better every day. Because I would literally overwhelm myself with so many things, like, oh my gosh, I have like all these goals that I need to complete by this time. And it feels so overwhelming because I haven't broken down those goals. And it's all about taking the first step, just doing this. I think so much. Sometimes when people hear me like explain my thoughts, they literally look at me scared and like, you actually think way too much. And if I spent less time thinking and more doing, who knows where I could be. But I can't even dwell on that because at least I've come to that realization now. So yeah, siblings, that's really all the advice I could really give with imposter syndrome. It's nothing too complex. It's just about realizing and acknowledging that you're actually struggling with that, and that fear of being seen, that fear of failure, that fear of success. Like, oh my gosh, like what if I actually do it? Then what? Just get over yourself. I think the best piece of advice I told myself, literally like maybe a week or two ago, I actually have nothing to lose. I'm at a point in my life where I have nothing to lose. Like, so much has happened, but I have nothing to lose. So why can't I just do it? And like, what? Why am I not doing it? Just because I'm scared of someone seeing me? Everyone starts somewhere, and it is what it is. The biggest thing I've also had to learn is comparison is literally going to be the thief of joy. And I feel like it stole a lot of joy away from me. I wasn't actively like sitting down and comparing myself to people, but I felt like where I where I was like in life at one point, and those around me, I felt like I was just stuck in this place. But then, as much as it was me that had to do the work to like better myself anyways, I had to also acknowledge and accept that my journey is my journey and their journey is their journey. A lot of things that I've been through, honestly, it has to be for the plot. I'm so convinced it's all about my character development, and I'm gonna get to a point and be like, it was all for a reason. And I feel like all of it happened so I could sit here and be telling you guys all of this stuff, because if I hadn't gone through half of the things that I went through, I don't think I'd be sitting here pouring my heart out like this. And it's crazy because I've always felt like this was my calling to genuinely help people. And I'm here to help people help themselves. I don't have it all figured out, but I can help you help yourself figure it out. This is the end of the road, but I really do hope you actually enjoyed this video. I'm pleading for you to answer the Google form because I genuinely feel like it'll help me help you guys, and it helped me connect with you guys better. And also, it acts as reassurance for me because a lot of the answers I've got are things that I have struggled with or are currently struggling with. So it's nice to know that the intention I have with this channel, as in to like navigate life and go on a journey with you guys, is actually like that's what my audience or potential audience is also feeling like. We're kind of all in the same boat. The book, I don't want you to just blindly buy. You can read the description, the product description in the link, and you can see if that works for you. And I hope it really does. I don't know about you, but this time next year, I'm going to be in a better place. Like, I'm so excited. As usual, all my socials will be tagged below. Connect with me. I'm trying to become more active on all my other social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. This promise I have to upload weekly. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna be uploading weekly. Every 2 weeks. I'm still finding balance, guys. So give me some grace, yeah? I'm gonna give you some grace. Still hold me accountable, but every 2 weeks, I'm just finding balance with everything. But I'm not gonna let you guys down. And I really hope you like the first episode of my Heal Me Out series. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Peace out, siblings. Lots of love.